You have to say when.
Yes.
I say action.
Action.
All right, let's do this. Can we do this? So, welcome to me eating hot dogs. This show is going to be a little different today. It is, I'm going to take a little different direction. So here I am sitting in, or we all are sitting in quarantine. That's why I'm making these videos. If I wasn't in quarantine, I wouldn't be seen dead doing the following that I'm doing. And so when we get out of this thing, we don't really know what the future holds. Some people may be looking at this video in the future and knowing exactly what ends up happening. I don't know what's happening because I'm not in the future. I'm right here. I do know that there are going to be a lot of places that are not going to open up again, right? There's restaurants that are not going to open. There are department stores that are not going to reopen. The landscape of retail is going to be completely different. And so in honor of that, I want to just, I'm going to do something a little different. So I heard last week, sad news, that one of my places I would frequent in New York growing up shut down. It's a place called the Gem Spa. The Gem Spa. Over, I believe it's St. Mark's Place, Greenwich Village. I would go over there to go do some shopping. They had this great little shopping area in the 80s. And you'd go into the Gem Spa. It was a bodega, and you'd get, ready? You'd get an egg cream. You'd get an egg cream. That's what they did. They made a really good egg cream. But it was a weird thing because it was a bodega, so you'd also can get a pack of cigarettes, but I didn't do that, but you get an egg cream. And the place has been open probably for 100 years, right? Making egg creams. And it's kind of an iconic, an egg cream, if you don't know what it is kind of this iconic carbonated beverage. It's kind of like a proto-soda or proto-shake. It's like back when the soda fountain era was going on. And in the late 1800s, when they first learned how to carbonate water, it was thought of as a healthy thing. That's why a lot of soda fountain places were located in drugstores, because they thought that it was like mineral waters that were carbonated were good for you. And so around the US, you'd have these soda fountains, but in New York, you had these things called candy stores. And in the candy stores, you'd have the soda fountain. They'd be making egg creams. Egg creams from the Lower East Side of Manhattan was one of these types of beverages. And then eventually, these candy stores turned into bodegas. The reason why it's called Gem Spa, or was called Gem Spa, is because it was a spa, because you'd buy healthy things there. And one of the things was, I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but one of the things you'd buy is some kind of sparkling beverage, right? And so I thought, because not only is Gem Spa closing down, and one of the places you can get a decent egg cream, I'm not sure very many other places you can get an egg cream in Manhattan or anywhere. So I figured, in honor of both us sitting here all in quarantine, in honor of all of that, I will also teach you all to make an egg cream. And I encourage you, because the ingredients are simple, they're easy to get and acquire, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's a great drink. You drink it, your eyes bulge out in pleasure. So why don't we do this? I'm going to teach you how to make an egg cream. We'll make a perfect egg cream, just like the Gem Spa, and after that, we'll taste a hot dog. All right, see you in a second. Okay, all right, so as I promised you, we're gonna make an egg cream today, and an egg cream requires 3 basic ingredients, not including the glass. You definitely need a glass, because otherwise there's nothing to drink out of. Okay, but 3 basic ingredients here. 1, you need to have some kind of seltzer. I'm using club soda here because I would have gotten seltzer. They just didn't have any in the store that I bought it in. Milk. Now I want to tell you about the milk. It's the only cold component in the 3 ingredients. So what I do is I put this in the freezer about an hour beforehand, and you can hear slushy, slushy. See that? That's how you know it's ready to go. Okay, and then this is the most important thing. Now, I want to encourage you to make it with whatever ingredients you can find in your grocery store. So we'll get whatever chocolate syrup you have. You can also use strawberry syrup. I've seen that as well. It's actually really good. But if you want to make authentic authentic egg cream, like they did in the old days. Fox's You Bet chocolate syrup is the authentic chocolate syrup. Okay, made in Brooklyn around 1900, and it is the default. All right, when you're making an egg cream, this is what it tastes like, a legitimate egg cream. It's kind of hard to find. And I'll tell you something else. If you want to jump into the mind of an obsessed person, which is me, I actually only buy my You Bet in April. In April is the only time I buy You Bet. Is that crazy? You're probably like, what madness is this? There's actually some logic to it. I'll tell you why. In April, around April, is the holiday of Passover, which is a Jewish holiday where during a period of 8 days, you do not consume any kind of wheat or any kind of grains, right? So classically, you don't eat any grains. Corn is one of those grains. So during Passover, You Bet, because it's in Brooklyn and it's a classically sold in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, they make a kosher for Passover version that has no corn syrup in it. It only has sugar. Sugar. So if you see this little mark on here, it says kosher for Passover, or sometimes there's a plastic ring around it that says kosher for Passover, then it's being made in the absolute original recipe with sugar, cane sugar, as opposed to corn syrup. And you know, they're not the only brand that does this. You might not know it's like that, but like Coca-Cola, in April, you'll notice that some of the Coca-Cola 2-liter bottles have a yellow top. Those indicate that they're made with cane sugar instead of corn syrup, so that people that are kosher for Passover will buy it. Okay, that's it. These are the 3 ingredients that I have. And so we're going to make authentic. I'm going to show you how easy it is. My daughter has never made one before, and I'm going to bring her in to make one. All right? Sydney, will you please come? Oh, Sydney, daughter, come in. So here we go. So as we have the ingredients, let's do it. It's so simple, Sid can do it. Not that she can't do complicated things, but she's going to do a simple one here. All right, Sid. So first things first, milk. Let's add the milk here. Okay, can you move your hand? There you go. Move it up to a... There you go. That's good. And let's put the chocolate syrup in there. We're going to do 1-to-1, which is what I like. You can do as much as you want or little. So go ahead. Good. I guess that's good. Yeah. And then let's do some agitation here. So agitate that. Okay. Let's move your hand a little bit there. We'll just put it down. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. All right. That's clear. We're clear. All right. Off. All right. And now pour in the salsa, or club soda in this case. Slowly. Going. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. That. Look at this thing here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that separation. That is an egg cream right there. That is perfect. Straw in. Sydney, give it a shot.
4.9.
4.9. 4.9. Let me see if I agree on that. 4.9. Agreed. Good job.
Nice to see you.
Let's eat some hot dogs now. All right. Which hot dog are we eating today? Or am I eating today? I'll tell you what I'm going to eat. I'm going to try my best. Enjoy one of these things here. Ballpark Franks. Very accessible in almost every grocery store across America. Started around 1950. I think around 1954. Detroit. These are Detroit hot dogs. Or at least originally were Detroit hot dogs. They were eaten in Tiger Stadium in the 50s. They were very popular. They said that they plump when you cook them, if you remember that ad.
Ballpark Beef Franks, the high-quality hot dogs that plump when you cook them.
From the 80s or 70s or something like that. It's still, I mean, I don't know why. I think it's absolutely hilarious. The company's name was High Grade that manufactured these things until around 1960, I think, or 58, and then they were bought by Sara Lee eventually, and then eventually purchased by Tyson's. Tyson's is now the owner of this brand of hot dog, all beef, kind of small. Look at these things. They're kind of small. They're smaller than other hot dogs, and these also have no nitrates or nitrites according to the little advertising on here. And I don't know. You know, these are very popular hot dogs. Let's see how these stack up. Hey everyone, welcome back. I've just finished cooking the Ballpark Frank. At first, we were curious about the plump when you cook them, and the plump when you cook them is actually true. Look at this thing, though. What they don't tell you is you lose about 2 inches here of this hot dog when it plumps up. I mean, look at the size of this thing. I mean, this is not a 5-biter. This is, I mean, it's lost. I can't even find it. It's somewhere in the bun. I know it's somewhere in the bun. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm going to have to choke up on this thing by pushing this forward so I can get, there you go, so I can get there. All right. Ballpark Frank. I'm going in. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get this over with. All right. It's got the texture of something. What are you guys laughing at? It's like bologna. It's like, I don't know what else. It's like, it's soft. It's like it's like an anti-snap. It's like soft. Oh my gosh. It's sweet. It's got like a really false smoky flavor. I think I've post-traumatic stress disorder. I've just been, that was really not a good experience right there. The bun was good. The bun was fantastic. All right. Ballpark Frank, standard Frank. Oh my gosh. 0.5. 0.5. Please don't buy this hot dog. If you want hot dogs, and it's the only hot dog in your entire store, think about another thing to eat. Please. Okay. Until next time. Me eating hot dog.
They're plump when you cook them.